Hi friends, let's continue with chapter 4. Till now, we have learned the law of one price and the space arbitrage based on the law of one price. In this video, we'll learn about the purchasing power parity. It is a theory between the relationship between prices and exchange rates. The idea of PPP theory is that the purchasing power of two currencies will decide the exchange rate between two currencies. The basis of PPP theory is the law of one price. After learning the space arbitrage, we know more about the theory of the law of one price and realized that it has a very strict limitation to be had. Now, let's move to another important theory, the purchasing power parity, or PPP theory. As written here, all less extreme form of the principle of one price law would be that in relatively efficient market, the price of a basket of goods would be the same in each market. It is called PPP theory in short. The theory was put forward by a Swedish scholar G. Castle in 1916. PPP theory states that exchange rates between two currencies equals the ratio of the two countries' price level. There are two forms of PPP theories: absolute PPP and relative PPP. Absolute PPP states that the spot exchange rate is determined by the relative prices of similar baskets of goods. Through price comparison, prices of individual products can be determined through the PPP exchange rate, which can be expressed by the following formula: PT equals ST multiply PTF, or ST equals PT over PTF, where PT and PTF indicates domestic and foreign prices respectively. ST indicates the current spot exchange rate in direct quotation. Compared to the law of one price, in the above formula, the subscript of I was dropped. From the formula, we can say the exchange rate is determined by the price level instead of the price of one goods. The linkage between one price law and the PPP theory is that if the law of one price is corrected for every product, then the purchasing power parity will be tenable. However, it doesn't hold in the reverse direction. That's to say, if the PPP theory is had, doesn't mean that for a special product, the one price law will be had. In addition, the economic mechanisms of the two theories are the same, which is the market mechanism. The exchange rates determined by the two theories are market rates. However, as we already explored, with the law of one price to determine the exchange rates in different regions can be far away from the actual exchange rates. In reality, the law of one price seldom be used to determine the exchange rates between currencies. Usually, it is used to judge whether there is space arbitrage chance by comparing the exchange rates between two or three currencies. Same situation is with PPP theory. When we use PPP theory to project the exchange rate, it can be far away from the actual rate. as shown in this picture. The mild upwards line shows the ratio of price level between the US and the Germany, which is the PPP rate. The line with sharp fluctuation indicates the actual exchange rate between the US dollar and the Dutch mark. The gaps between these two lines at certain periods are huge, though the trends of them are similar. From this video, we begin to learn about the theory of purchasing power parity, can be shortened as PPP theory. It's based on the law of one price. It is the theory about the linkage between prices and exchange rate. There are two kinds of PPP theory, absolute PPP and relative PPP. In this video, we studied the absolute PPP theory. Absolute PPP is the theory to decide the level of exchange rate between two currencies with prices level of two countries. In the next video, we'll learn about the relative PPP theory. That's all for the section. Thank you.